Hey guys, welcome back to Doki Literature Club on dezandfoxplay. I am Dez.
I'm Fox.
And we're still playing, and I
We
love
are
it.
still playing this
I
game.
love it so much.
You got tired of cat lateral damage after half an hour.
I didn't get tired of cat
But at
lateral
least we
damage.
did
I was
something.
going to vomit
At
in
least
cat lateral
we did
damage.
something in that game.
I was going to vomit onto your lap.
Okay.
Look, let's pick a poetry.
Let's write a poem.
Let's poem.
Do I still want to go after
Poem right in the face.
Monica? Or I've already connected with Yuri.
What do you think? I mean, are you a two-timer?
Well, I don't really have any connection with Monica.
Yeah, and Monica's not even there. I wonder if she's actually even an option.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like a real
That's weird
romance
to me,
option.
actually. Anyway, let's just go for Yuri.
Okay. What do you think
so
Yuri
I'm
will
gonna
like?
go with anger. Oh, there's a lot of doubles from last time. Ambient.
Ooh, I like that one.
I think I went with that last time too, but that's still it works.
The Tragedy of Ambient Anger.
Okay.
That's the name of the poem.
Ah, yes. Let's go with captive again.
Again?
It's just a good word.
Look, I mean, you're writing the same poem now.
Yeah.
You could write about a
Now,
pleasure
here's
rainbow.
the thing I don't know about this game. Is it like branching? Like, would the story have been different if I had written a different poem?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
I mean, I don't know about if you wrote a different poem, but there are multiple endings to this game.
Okay. So maybe...
There are 3 girls. What do you expect?
I mean, that makes sense. I understand that, but I can't tell how on rails it is. So if I wrote a poem for Yuri last time without intending to, then maybe I should pick similar words that I'm trying to impress Yuri again.
I guess that
Or if I'm
we're
trying to-
just...
Anyway,
I guess that we'll just have to do a second
I'm just
playthrough.
gonna go a little more... We're not going to. Misfortune. I'm gonna go with the most, like, dour, downtrodden...
You have to come in with your hair over your left eye.
Contamination.
Black eyeliner.
Massacre.
Scars.
Yep, scars. Let's see, unrestrained, ooh, this is, yeah, I'm gonna go with
Unrestrained, for sure.
Unrestrained.
Unrestrained Massacre.
Inferno.
Unrestrained Inferno Massacre.
Special. Clouds.
Broken, unending laugh.
Broken's a good one. Let's go with, graveyard.
It's getting so dark.
Infinite graveyard. That sounds awesome.
That does.
I don't even know what would be.
You can go death or empty.
I like
death
death
for sure.
That's pretty
Entropy.
obvious. Entropy, fester, disaster, crimson the color.
No, we did
or
crimson
defeat,
last time.
Defeat. Unrequited.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Horror.
Papa.
Unrequited horror.
You're an unrequited whore.
Yeah.
Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. Do they meet every day? That's
Yeah,
too
every day
much.
after school.
That's too much literature club. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over
Think of it this way.
Oh, so we had a time skip, or maybe this is just the 3rd day and we've gotten more comfortable.
Yeah, it's literally the past couple of days. It's 2 days.
Good point.
If you were in high school and there were girls that you liked and you had an opportunity to spend time with them every day, wouldn't that be the most awesome thing?
I guess that'd be true.
Yeah.
I'd go to a literature club.
I would go to 3 literature clubs.
If there was a literature
for
club
that.
at Chandler High, first of all,
You'd be part of it anyway.
I'd be shocked, but I also probably wouldn't mind it. Okay. I've gotten a little more comfortable. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. They wear the same clothes every day. This is disgusting.
It's a uniform.
Yeah, but they're all different uniforms.
No, they're not. They just wear it differently.
I guess they wear it
Hi,
differently.
String Slingbo!
Slingbo is such a dumb name. It's still funny to me. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. What is going on?
She has snacks inside of it.
Or she has no money.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Sayori nervously
He wants it so you can
retrieves
buy it.
her coin purse. Yep. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill out over the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's
Literally.
not fair.
Sayori's a ghost.
Yeah.
How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have thought
Bought a
snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option.
What? I give up.
Don't make... Oh, sorry, it's you still.
Don't make me feel guilty.
There was lots of whys on that one. If you feel guilty, it means you deserve to feel guilty.
Wow.
Dag, I am unleashing on...
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve it.
Yeah, that's like the worst... That sounds like bad villain logic. What? Oh, hey, how's it going? Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening to her or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Dustling to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. And you will burn in the fires of hell. I didn't mean that. I got a little too absorbed into my book. Ooh. Every time I love it.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the punishment.
Is that what?
No, retribution. Retribution.
That.
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
I hope this is all foreshadowing. There's actual devils in them. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes.
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me some more credit than that, Sayori. Wow. What the... Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you!
Huh.
I'm so happy!
Sayori hugs the cookie. That's not how you eat. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh.
So good!
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue!
And every time I feel like something crazy is about to happen, like I was hoping she's like poisoned or Nope, she bit her tongue because
I
she's
bit
a
my
devil.
tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, fatty.
Yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine.
No, I'm really happy that you shared one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's... Oh, that is unforgivable.
Oh, you monster.
You cannot do that.
She is a devil.
Hey!
She is Satan incarnate.
Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a little kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me.
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances over at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I had just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
Must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica! That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Slingbo.
Monica smiles sweetly and stands in a strange way. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back at her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why does she hang out in the closet all the time?
Maybe she's actually in the closet.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's a metaphor.
We'll find out. Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
Ah,
No,
if
that's British.
that's the case, she's British now. why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much.
She makes tea a lot.
So do I. Tea's delicious. Me and Yuri, man. For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell your wife. You
That I have a crush on an anime
have a
girl?
crush on an anime girl in Doki Doki Literature Club.
Do you think Yuri would date me, Fox?
Yes.
Yes! Thanks very much.
She'd be the one.
If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Okay, so the tea kettle and stuff is in the closet?
Where do you keep your tea kettle? And sink. That's weird.
On the stove.
That's really weird.
Okay. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in.
I'm gonna plug this in at
right.
the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
It's so tedious.
Look, you really have to connect with these characters, Fox.
Okay. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. Alright, creep. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Are you staring at my legs, you freak?
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Now where are you two off to? Huh?
Oh, Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a little bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
Okay, Monica. That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once.
Oh, snap.
If me and Slingbo want to take a walk, it's not that different. Or do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Slingbo and club activities?
Like making tea. My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Then let's go, Slingbo.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow.
Man, all these girls are fighting over you.
Back in the hallway. It's been a while since I've seen the hallway.
Yeah, wow.
Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Slingbo, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Slingbo, I really like being friends with you.
Ha! Well, thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway...
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
I know this is all a narrative and whatnot, but vocally you and I are just flirting with each other right now.
We sure seriously are.
It's
we are literally just narrating this game. It's
kind of beautiful.
Because nothing is happening.
Will you hold my hand?
I won't. Not only because you're too far away for me to reach your hand.
Kyle Fox,
Stop reaching your hand out.
do you like oolong tea?
I do. I do like you oolong tea in real life.
Hold my hand, Kyle Fox.
I'm not going to do that. You're not actually Yuri.
Slingbo, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will.
Perhaps I will.
Yes. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. Okay, shut up.
You're always worrying about me, Slingbo. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Slingbo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
What? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than being bending over my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's mostly like because of my,
Okay. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes! That's the reason I was talking about.
Thank you.
That is precise. You put the words right in my mouth. I have terrible reading posture. Torn nothing else that could be.
Torn?
So that's why we should sit on the floor.
It's a good word. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and read the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Woo! Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might smudge the pages.
Good point. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize, you filthy pig. I'll hold the book, okay? Over here, away from your disgusting hands. Of course.
Oh, close up. Yuri opens the book with both hands. But there's like stars behind her.
That's, romance.
It's
powdered romance
incarnate.
Right.
She holds it so that I don't have any harder a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. What that means, I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her... This is getting weird! Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Did you just feed me? Slingbow.
And somehow I didn't notice? So sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do.
It really
Right?
isn't. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but...
Fox, since we're friends, shouldn't we be reading the same book together while I feed you chocolates?
No. I'm gonna pass.
We're gonna go ahead with never
I'm
on
gonna
that
pass
one.
on that. Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Seriously, that is a good question.
She's staring at you while you're gonna feed her.
Yeah, this is weird. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her breath on my fingers.
Okay, everyone.
Dear Lord. Monica, moment killer. You know what? With that,
we're gonna call that an episode
awkward
there.
Entrance, we're gonna end it. Yeah.
I will admit, it is taking longer than I expected.
This
as well.
is.
But this is hilarious.
I don't like you.
What?
Remember when we played Frog Fractions? And it was kind of normal at first, and then it got super weird, and things kept changing and happening.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, this is lame. At least something happened in that. This is literally just me narrating somebody reading a book and feeding chocolate to somebody else.
To me
To
specifically.
you specifically. There is nothing out of the ordinary here beside it being stupid anime.
Hey. Maybe we shouldn't hang out for a little while.
Well, okay, guys. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I'm shocked.
Oh no, I'm positive people are going to make it this far.
Okay.
And further
hey,
as we
look,
keep going.
I don't know anything about this, so I suppose. Well, we'll
see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.